Dennis Hale is the quintessential survivor.
My mother died when I was born, and I was kind of shifted around quite a bit. And I guess I was instilled with some kind of a survivor thing, you know. I just keep going.
47 years ago, Dennis joined 28 of his fellow crewmen on board the Daniel J. Morrell for the last run of the season. But Lake Huron had other plans, greeting them with 25-foot waves propelled by 70-mile-an-hour winds, compelling most of the men on board to jump into the icy abyss. Those who stayed on board to brave the storm were forced to find refuge in the form of a life raft after the 603-foot steel freighter snapped in two.
I watched 3 of my shipmates perish in front of my eyes. And, you know, when you're in a situation like that, you don't really care if you live or not. You just want the whole experience over with.
Dennis waited through the night watching the remains of the ship and his hopes of being rescued slowly slip away into the darkness.
There were negative parts like shooting off the flares, and they just seemed to go about 30 feet in the air and then the wind grabbed them. The fact that the flare gun broke on me after firing 2 flares, those are things I remember. And the cold, and the cold. My skin actually felt like a crust, but I could feel the blood pulsing through my veins.
40 hours after the Morrell went down, Hale was redeemed.
I think prayer was a big reason I was saved, but I also think that not having clothing on was a big factor. I know with the other fellows, I watched the clothing freeze on them. And I'm sure that, you know, after being encapsulated in ice, that lowered their body temperatures. I was very grateful, very reverent. My prayers have been answered, although for about 24 years afterwards, I wouldn't talk about it.
Because although his life was now safely aboard a ship, his mind had ventured outside of his body to be with the crew below.
It was really kind of strange because I didn't question any of it. I just accepted it. I went down and got aboard the ship, and it was just a beautiful reunion. And then I was inside the stern of the ship in the engine room, and the second engineer told me that I had to go back. And just like that, I was ripped out of the stern and back through the cloud I went through and actually slammed back onto the raft.
Hale wrestled with those thoughts for years, not believing he should have survived.
And then about 5 years ago, I went to a psychologist, a good friend of mine, and we had 2 sessions a month for a year. And that kind of got me over the hurdle. And then writing the book itself was very cathartic for me. And I can deal with anything now.
But now that Dennis has cleared his mind and cathartically written his story, he can spread his message and move on with his life.
You have to hang on to your faith no matter what. And whatever you do, just don't give up. Just keep trying.
Reporting for ABC 10 and CW5, I'm Rick Tarsitano.